Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. I am going to do a quick reverse glitter dip application with the new anniversary set. This one is the purple one called Happy Hour. So I'm going to get started with my little pinky. Be aware too that the glitter dips are slightly smaller, like shorter than the regular strips. So sometimes what I like to do is cut these. Oh, and you can see the sheerness of this strip when I take it off. This is such a pretty set. So there's a couple ways to apply glitter dips. So I was going to show you both ways. And I'm sorry, reverse glitter dips. I should have done this differently, but I didn't. So okay, hold on. So one of the ways you do it is that you line up. This is going to only get one nail done with a strip, which sometimes you can't avoid because of, depending on the length of your fingernail and everything. Sometimes you can, depending on your, sorry, I'm going to move it up a little bit because I need to have enough to overlap or to go over my finger. Depending on the length of your nail bed and everything, you may or may not be able to get a strip, two nails done with one strip when you are doing the glitter dips like this, just because they are a little shorter. And when I was on the tour of the factory, the manufacturing, Eunice was saying that they are a little smaller on purpose, and it had something to do with how they line up. I didn't quite understand to make sure the glitter lines up in the same spot on everybody or something like that, and I didn't really follow that, so I'm not very good at explaining why that is, but I know that it's on purpose, and they are aware of it, so it's not a. And then I do know that it's harder to actually make these strips with the color and then the glitter dip. It's just a little different of a process. So I know, because one of our conversations I had with some, I can't remember where it was, but they were talking about having the we were talking about how people really liked the old glitter dips from the original 2017 collection, or was it early 18? I don't even know. But I know they're harder to make with the polish and then the glitter dip versus what we had seen more recently with the clear overlay glitter dip. So I do really like the reverse look, which is why I loved the March subscription box with those reversed glitter dip overlays. It just makes it a little easier to do, although it's not awful to reverse them yourself, which is why I wanted to show you really quick in the video or here. So I wanted to see, my nail on my other pinky is short because it's curvy. So let's see if I can use this. I should be able to, it looks like. So I'm going to, so I wasn't actually going to do another mani before my Pride mani I'm going to do this weekend, but I really wanted to show off the anniversary sets because I haven't worn any of them yet. I love the lavender, and but I wanted to show an application doing the reverse. So I think I want to try. A lot of people will cut their strip in half and then try to do the reverse glitter dip. The only problem I'm concerned with is I don't think I think my nails are too long. So although I don't keep my nails super long, like the growth out after my nail, after my finger, you know, like I don't let them grow out too long this way, they are pretty long here. So, and I am trying, I've been working, well, I haven't been working on it. I've tried it a few times, the Peely Base coat, where you can just, the water-based peel-off base coat. And although the kind that I'm trying, that I got heard of from Stacy, is not made anymore, I still have some because I don't use it very often, but I'm trying it now because I wasn't planning on keeping this mani on very long, because I want to do a rainbow pride mani, which I'm still working on deciding what I'm doing. I'm going back and forth from using last year's Take Pride set, because I saved some of those to use because I really liked those ones. I'm not as big of a fan as of the what's it called? These didn't cover all the way because how I did this. So I don't think I'm actually going to try cutting them in half, because I don't think it's going to work for the length of my nails, because I couldn't even get the pinky one to work. I mean, it didn't cover the corners, which with this sheer color and how my pinky curves, it doesn't really bug me a ton. But I don't want to do that on all my nails. So I'm going to try to clean this up. Hold on. Just peel that. Alright, so well, I kind of want to show it, but I don't think it's going to work. Let's just see. I keep looking to see how long my I wonder if I need to like crease it so I know. What if I wonder if I can tell if I fold it, if I can tell if it's long enough. No, see, it's not going to be. Now I creased it though, so what's that going to do? Is that going to bug me? Oh no, I don't think so. It might. I forgot I have a top coat on. Alright, let me flip this. Take this off here. Which one of you, one of you guys taught me that trick. That's funny. Alright, we're gonna do this nail because I kind of stuck because I folded and I don't want it to show on my nail-free hand. Sorry. Let's line this up. I feel like I'm not lining this up right. Oh yeah, of course I lined it up crooked. Alright. So what I feel like helps with this is using the rubber cuticle pusher to really smooth it down and follow the shape of your nail at your proximal fold, and then come in with the orange stick or wood cuticle pusher, whatever it's called, to kind of slice through that. I haven't really tried using my fingernail for that. And then I just clean it off. And we are not going to use the other half. Okay, I have to line that up better. This is how I like to do it. This is another way you can do it too, which probably is going to be the better way for me. Hold on, I'm going to do this first. When you flip it, and of course I didn't do it correctly because I didn't to get off in the right spot. But what I'm gonna do is line it up kind of like this. Let's line it up like that. And then I'm just gonna trim. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of rough around here. Throw this away. And then just use this part because it's then I'm not gonna have to trim it on my finger. It's gonna go on a little bit better. I might actually need to do it a little bit lower so it's not an all over. It's gonna be an all over glitter instead of a reverse glitter dip, which you can do too. You can center it. I can't line it up perfect right now. I just don't want to take too much off. Let's see. Let's just take a little more off. Oh, I was going to mention too that I forgot. If you guys have not tried, well, if you got the subscription box, or if you've been getting the subscription boxes and got, I can't even remember offhand which box this was from, this nail clipper. If you guys haven't tried it, I really love it. So it's really sharp, and these little like guards right here on the sides help prevent the nails from like flying out of here. I mean, once in a while they still do. It's not like a perfect system, but it's way, most of the time they don't do that, and I love it. It's just like, I don't know, and it's really sharp for some reason. Like I think I was saying this in one of my videos or live or something, that it's probably really sharp because my clippers that I do use is probably like 20 years old. So that could be my problem, but I do like this new one, I just have to say. All right. So I guess you can experiment and try to figure out which way is your favorite way to do the reverse glitter dips, if that's your jam. For some reason, I like it better. I like the look better. I'm not sure exactly why. I do like the glitter dips the other way too, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I am gonna need to get more strips out because I'm not getting 2 strips done with one, 2 nails done with 1 strip this way because of how I'm doing it. Well, actually that's not even why. It's just because my nails are too long and I can't do it that way. I'm gonna guess that this is a good place to try. We'll see. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Cutting it like this helps me just have an easier cleanup at the end here. When I go to here, let's find the back part of this. It doesn't stretch as much when you flip it over to that end. But let's line this up. Oops, I almost did it backwards. It's not perfect, like cleaning it up, but that's okay. Or like how I cut the curve. It's not perfect, but it's definitely it's a little bit cleaner than putting the whole, lining up that whole strip. And again, I'm trying a peely base, and then I put out the door over the top, the quick drying top coat, to try to see if that combo works for me. hoping to get I just need like 2 or 3 days out of this. And then I gotta figure out what I'm doing. So I'm debating about between leftover sets and doing a French tip or a slant tip or something. But I don't know. Or I don't know yet. Again, I haven't decided. Like I said, I have Take Pride that I might take out too. I haven't really. I'm trying to figure it out. I really like this color. And I love how sheer it is. I didn't think about, I should have opened another one of the sets to see how sheer it is. It is, because I know they said Socialite was sheer, but I know one of the stylists who put it on, Beck Walters, said that she said it didn't seem sheer to her. So, and she is like one of the nail-free queens, so I need 2 more strips doing it this way, huh? Okay, I have little bits of nail, or of strip on my finger, so let's get rid of that. Alright. And I'm going to, alright, let me trim or peel off the silver tab this way. Did I line it up close enough? And it doesn't stretch as much. And I'm peeling that off. And then let's cut off. How much here do I need to cut off? It's like I want to have enough to cover my ends of my nail. Alright, let's see. I think it's gonna cover. It's gonna be too much. I want to have a little less of the there. Alright, we'll see. This is not a science. It's a very scientific way that I'm doing this. I'm just eyeballing it. So if your nails are shorter, you can totally cut the strip in half and then apply it in the reverse for the reverse glitter dip, because that is totally what I would do if I could. And I feel like I've tried to before, but then they're all just a little too short. And this one I probably could have taken a little more of the glitter off, but that's okay. So that one's more glittery. It's less of the bare part, but that's okay. Maybe I'll clean up the little excess. And then, sorry, I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna grab my one more strip. Oh, I have 2 strips I need. I didn't realize I didn't do that side. Silly me. Next time I do this, I'll try to cut my nails even shorter. They're hard to get too much shorter without it. I like to have a little bit of length after the ends of my fingers. I don't know what that's called. I do like this set though. It's very pretty. Here, I'm getting a lot of glare from my window. Let me get my 2 more strips, put this one back. And then I'll figure out my thumbs. I'll just take those 2. I'm going to do these 2, the 2 bigger ones. And then, alright. I want to to warm this up while I am finishing, so these don't stay open too long without being sealed up. All right, let me finish these quick. I'm trying to see if I care which side I'm cutting off. I'm going to try to do, that should be plenty. All right. So I've been in this coaching certification class that I'm taking. It's a kind of general, what is it called? Now I can't remember. Behavioral, cognitive, I don't know. It's basically like kind of deep diving into your conscious and so your subconscious, your unconscious thoughts that lead to your behaviors, and then deciding which behaviors you want to change. And it's been really interesting because I've realized that one of my big issues that affects every part of my life is that my need to control things and to I'm such a perfectionist, which I've always been since I was younger, and then basically my need to control how my family does things just at home, and correcting my husband, which of course he loves, and correcting my children how they do things, which they're older now, they're teenagers, so I need to let my kids and my husband especially do things their way and learn from mistakes and do their, and it's I'm just realizing that all comes from my need to control and my anxiety, which I didn't realize I even had, about certain things and pretty much everything, I guess. I don't know. It's just crazy that it's making, I'm trying to work on changing I'm gonna cut more of that off. Changing my thoughts and behavior at home so that it's a happier environment for everybody, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing a lot of introspective work lately, and personal growth, and learning about why I'm doing stuff, and basically learning that I need therapy and need to take that time for myself and dive into all that. But it's hard at the same time. It's really hard to open that can of worms. So yeah. So anyway, work in progress. That is what is going on now. And I don't know if you guys were, that was during I think I was talking about too, my blood pressure's been really high because last fall, the end of the fall into the winter, I basically took a break from the gym. It might have been October or November, and then December they ended up the gym that I had gone to for 6 years closed, and I have not gotten back into it. So it has been 7-8 months since I have worked out, and before I was going 3-4 times a week, and I have, even before I stopped going, my weight has been up since COVID, probably since before COVID, to be honest. But now it's not definitely going down. So I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I am the unhealthiest I've ever been, I feel like. And I have an autoimmune disease where I've had some other issues, but that seems to be doing okay. But my blood pressure's been really high, so I'm going in to the doctor tomorrow to finally talk to her about that. And then I need to figure out how to get back into some sort of routine of eating better and getting some exercise. I don't think I'm in a place right now where I'm gonna realistically be going into a gym. Although I like the classroom. I like it better. I was one of the instructors at the kickboxing gym that I was going to. So that actually helped because I wasn't paying for it, so that was nice. But then I was going in and when I had to work and when I had to get in a certain amount of times a week, it was easy because I had that responsibility. So I guess doing it on my own has been a little bit trickier. But I do have set up, I have to clean out. That's one of our activities we're trying to do. I should try to do it. I should have the goal that I should do it in this next week before the month ends, because I need to get access to my basement again, and we need to clean stuff out in order to do that. So maybe that'll be our project next week. This week I worked with the kids, and they have helped clean before, but for a long time I've actually had a cleaner. I paid a cleaner to come clean our house during the school year, and I've loved it. But right now I needed to free up some finance from some money, so I canceled our cleaner, at least for the summer while my kids are home, and that's going to be their job now. We'll probably pay them a little bit, but not as much as we're paying a cleaner. But that was our goal yesterday. Is I helped. So usually when they were helping me clean, they were younger, and then they just did like the garbage. They always do the garbage, but like the vacuuming and the dusting and stuff. And then I would do the bathrooms and the kitchen, and because those are harder. And now I finally just taught them how to do those rooms to my satisfaction, or just give them the breakdown, kind of. And again, this is where I need to work on the letting things go a little bit, and if it's not perfect, if it's not exactly how I do things, that's fine, especially if I want to get help on household things, right? That's all about letting go. Why can I line these up? Okay. I feel like I'm not giving myself, it's like I don't want to cut too much of the glitter off, but I want to cut, because I don't want it to be too short, but I want to cut some of this off. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, next week we need to work on getting my basement back in usable shape. We need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. We need to basically sort through all the stuff we need to donate versus throw away. And I have piles and boxes, and we have furniture and stuff, so that'll be a fun project. Oh, I cut that too funny. Oh well. I should have known not to trim that off so much. Anyway, okay, let me use... So I always tend to cut this last strip when I want to use my thumb, and then I mess up my thumb on the other hand. So let's use my rubber cuticle pusher to get everything pushed down. And then sometimes you can use this just to cut it, but sometimes it works better to use the wood stick because it's sharper. but let's just see if I just pushed it, if I tucked it in too much. I don't know if I actually cut it. It's like not a ton of extra. I might need to let it cure like this first and then clean it up. Oh, just getting some of it. All right. So hopefully that showed you a couple ways to do the reverse glitter dip. Like I said, if you have shorter nail beds or just shorter nails in general, cutting them in half would work. You do have to be aware that they're slightly smaller than the regular strips, slightly shorter. All the glitter dips are, and they've always been. So, but I should ask what the reason is, because it wasn't, I don't remember what they explained. We couldn't have any like phones or anything on our tour, so I didn't like write anything down, so it's all kind of based on memory, and I don't exactly remember, and I don't think I even quite understood when she briefly mentioned it as it is. So alright, so there's the reverse glitter dip of the not after hours, happy hours anniversary glitter dips. Alright, talk to you later. Bye bye.